hello there. Well, hello there. And welcome back to Corbin Does Something. Boy, do I have a treat for you. Today, we're doing a Corbin Does Watch Stuff. Or watches something. I don't know. I want to talk to you about the 5 best Christmas movies. 5 of them. And they're the best. You know why they're the best? Because I picked them out. These are movies that I don't think are super mainstream, but are still good quality Christmas movies that a lot of people have forgotten about and teach real lessons that you can learn. Without further ado, let's start with number 5. So number 5 is an odd one. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Corbin, how difficult is it to pick out 5 Christmas movies? Well, when you're trying to find something that most people overlook as a quality Christmas movie, it does become pretty difficult. You know, a lot of people point out movies like Die Hard or the Star Wars Holiday Special. I actually would like to include one of my obscure ones here, Batman Returns. That's right, Batman Returns is the ultimate hero Christmas movie, including the fact that it stars the ultimate hero, Michael Keaton. Very Christmas themed. Everything is Christmas themed. Look at it. It's winter. It's Christmas. It starts with the tree lighting festival. There's lots of presents, lots of everything Christmassy. They have Christmas parades, all of that. This is a very Christmassy movie. And with all that being said, it also goes against the normal grain of Christmas movies. Typically your villains, which would be, Penguin or Max. His name escapes me now. Typically what would happen with these villains is they'd have some introspective and become good at the end of Christmas movies, such as The Grinch and Heart Grows 3 Sizes, or Scrooged. Scrooge, not Scrooge, better than Scrooge. Scrooge, What a Wonderful World, where his whole life turns around. This doesn't happen. The penguin just, instead of masking his evil, reveals it. Typically, you would have the person that stands up for their beliefs and and injustice and all that. Typically what would happen is they would win. But you know what happens to Selena Kyle when she stands up to her boss? She's murdered.
You know, for a second there, you really frightened me.
I will say the important lesson that this movie teaches us is no matter how low you are on the totem pole, no matter what your parents have done to you, who you are is a choice. Penguin grew up in a sewer and he was the mayor of Gotham. Success story. So let's move on to number 4. And this is the 4th item in our list. It's a little movie called Santa Claus, the movie. Now you're probably thinking, oh, Tim Allen, I love that movie. Nope. In 1985, a movie came out called Santa Claus the movie, and it had John Lithgow, Dudley Moore, and I can't remember the actor's name, but it was the Big Lebowski, the real Big Lebowski, not the dude.
Okay, sir, you're a Lebowski, I'm a Lebowski.
And the first half hour to 45 minutes of the movie is going over the origins of everybody's favorite superhero, Santa Claus. How he started and how he evolved over time. And it's actually a really wonderful movie. It's got fun, excitement. There's a high-speed sled chase with exploding toys.
I know you can do it! Give it all you got! Come on now! Come on!
And this is a wholesome movie. John Lithgow plays a CEO of a toy manufacturing company. He literally is in court for putting glass inside teddy bears to mix in with stuffing to save money. I have to say, he is so over the top in this movie that it is just amazing. Like, he is the best villain of all time. I really wish he had a mustache to twirl.
What would it cost?
Cost? Cost who?
The people who buy the toy.
Well, nothing. We're going to give them away free.
Oh, that's fantastic. How do you turn your face so red so fast?
For free!
He was so good. If you like John Lithgow at all, watch this movie. You're going to love it. It is so good. for his parts. The rest of it's a pretty good movie. I enjoy it. It's a feel-good Christmas movie. And the message here is do not start a toy business with somebody that's already on trial for making bad toys. Pretty simple life lesson. Now we move to number 3. Yes, this is the third movie in our list here, which would put it as not 1 or 2, but 3. This one, I wanted to put it higher, but the other movies were just too good. So this one, while it did come out last year, I've already seen it a few times this year. It is the Disney Plus exclusive Noelle. That's right. This is Anna Kendrick as the daughter of Santa Claus. What I really enjoy about this movie is Anna Kendrick in an elf costume. Oh my. That's the only pros I have to this movie. Anna Kendrick, elf costume. Just kidding. Bill Hader is amazing in this.
Wow.
I know he's not really a main character and he's kind of like a side character.
Nobody asked you!
But he's like the plot, really. He plays the prodigal son that has the pressures of the world crushing him down. Perfect. Because he does not want to be Santa Claus. Doesn't want to take over the role of his father. He wasn't meant to be. He does an excellent job of doing this. The thing is, they did this gender bender correctly. Normally, things can't do it right. Look at Ghostbusters. When you have this where you take a known character like Santa Claus and you turn it into a title that's passed on father and son, it makes sense that one time it's going to go to the daughter. Really, the daughter was the one that deserved it. She was the one that enveloped that spirit of Christmas. They did a good job here with that. I also loved that they didn't have a love story. It looked like it was going that way. It really did. And it's so cliche. But it worked out. She had a platonic relationship with this guy. His whole side story and all that, not very good. But this is an overall amazing movie. I think I've already talked about it on camera. I probably talked about everything on camera already. The lesson with this movie is really you are the only person that can decide your fate. No matter what the world says, you are who's in charge. So now we move on to the second top tier movie. Now this isn't the first, it's the second, which is above third. Number 2, Ernest Saves Christmas. Now I know. Back down. You're going, Miracle on 34th Street, the original, or the remake, blah, 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 Die Hard, Nightmare Before Christmas, all these things. You're going, these are better. No. Ernest Saves Christmas is better than all of those movies. I'm sorry. And the reason is, it really is the spirit of Christmas.
Here, hold it a minute.
I take it you really needed a tree.
No, I've already got one, but I've got a friend I think that maybe use it. Besides, it'd be a shame for the little fella not to have a home for the holidays.
The overall movie itself is just wonderful. It's very heartwarming, and it's got all the stupid little Ernest jokes, and Jim Varney is top game in this, as he is in all things Ernest. All of his different characters.
Me, a lonely old woman forced to cope in a world of indifference.
The Santa Claus that they had for it, the first guy, was the best Santa Claus of all time. He's just a little sweet man, very nice, 182 years old, I think. He just had the right feeling about it, and I honestly think that he's the best Santa Claus that I've ever seen casted in a movie.
Now, what I'm going to tell you may sound fantastic, but please suspend disbelief until I've gotten it all through.
Another thing that they do is part of the plot is it's an actor that's going to be the new Santa Claus. One of the roles that he gets is in a horror slasher movie called Sleigh Nights? Nights the Sleigh Ride? I don't know, something with sleighing. It's poking fun at all the stupid little punny Christmas time horror movies that are so stupid. I mean, most horror movies are stupid.
First of all, you're stupid.
Sorry, people. Stupid. But as long as somebody's entertained, be happy with that. I like this movie, so suck it. And the lesson here that you get from this movie is the actor, he didn't want to be Santa Claus because he was still pursuing his movie roles, but he didn't want to swear in movies and have gratuitous violence. He wanted to be a role model for kids. Eventually, he decided, yeah, I will be Santa Claus. The little girl in the movie that Ernest picks up, I don't know why. I'm not sure. It was kind of weird. Kind of just kidnapped this girl.
Well, not to worry, little lady. You're safe with us.
Steals Santa's sack. Sounds dirty. She steals Santa's sack, and then, you know, she has a change of heart. She has a conscience. The meaning behind this whole thing is that people with a conscience will always do the right thing, and they should. And so now we get to the honorary mentions. We have Christmas Vacation, which is a great movie about family and love, being happy with what you got. There's Die Hard, which is a great movie about killing terrorists. You got Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a great movie about Halloween. There's a lot of really good Christmas movies, but here's the thing. Everybody always thinks of them. So you have Die Hard, everybody thinks of Die Hard. It's so silly how overplayed that joke is. They're all good movies, I don't care. I'm not fighting you on it. Watch some Lifetime originals, man. Those are great. So the number one movie, that's the top. There's nothing above number one. It is steak sauce. A1 steak sauce. It is the best movie that you could ever watch for Christmas. It's also, I don't think, super well known because when I mention it to people, they don't know it. This movie is the 1978 Jack Frost movie. Not the creepy Michael Keaton one or the insane murderous one. No. Talking about the claymation one. It's in January Junction. January Junction. If you haven't seen this, it's like a made-for-TV claymation one, and it is by far my favorite holiday movie. I think I've already talked about it before because I talk about it a lot. It's the best movie for kids. It's got action. It's got romance, it's got adventure, it's got a bad guy that's funny, it's got singing, it's got dancing, it's got lessons, it's got everything you need. And you start your kids up on movies like this, and then you move them into The Princess Bride, and then pretty soon you have a well-raised child.
As you wish.
The reason I love this movie is twofold. It's actually like one of those early lessons in life. You have this guy that he's Jack Frost, superpowers, lives forever, throws snow, do whatever the hell he wants, meets a girl, gives it all up for her, and you know what, he has to take back on that responsibility to save her, and unfortunately, to save her, he has to give her up.
That's like the stupidest story I've ever heard.
And that's essentially what happens, and that's just a heartbreaking lesson right there.
Bye.
What?
What is the point of that story?
And you tell little Corbin and Corbinitas out there to watch this, they'll bawl their eyes out. And if they don't, you have a psychotic kid. The other thing that I love about this, and it's the most important thing, and it's actually something that I truly do love, it is the gift-giving scene.
The folks at January Junction always gave wonderful presents. Dream presents, they called them.
This is a poor village. January Junction, they don't have much gold at all. Everything they have goes to surviving. They grab an empty box, and they pass it. Imagine getting the greatest gift ever from the people that they love. It's the best thing ever. I love it. As kind of a joke, my family got me a little empty box one year for Christmas, and it meant a lot to me. Unfortunately, I gave that box to someone else. They didn't see the same thing as I did, so that's gone.
That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life.
But it is my favorite lesson for Christmas, and my favorite Christmas and holiday movie. The lesson here is, you know, be grateful for what you have, and really is the thought that counts. If you can't afford to give a present, give your presents. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Really hope that I get it out in time.
That's what she said.
If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Leave a comment about what your favorite holiday movie is and what it means to you. If you didn't, go fuck yourself. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.